Greetings! Welcome to this informative video. Today, me and my team are going to show you the hegemonic process in the political aspect in different eras of the 20th century, the different polarities that took a part of the world, and what did it consist of. But first, what's the polarity? It describes the various modes by which power is distributed within the international system of states. There are three of them: the multipolarity, the bipolarity, and the unipolarity. It all starts with the multipolarity in World War I and World War II, and it's defined as a distribution of power in which more than two states have roughly equal amounts of influence. Whilst this is often measured in a military manner, it is also applied on an economic basis. In a system based upon multipolarity, alliance tends to shift until two scenarios occur. The first scenario is that a balance of power is established, so that neither side has an incentive to attack the other for fear of reprisal. In the second scenario, one side will attack the other because it can effectively defeat the other side, such as the Nazi blitzkrieg during the early stages of the World War II. For example, equally, the multipolarity that characterized the relation between the great powers during the 20s and 30s failed to prevent the rise of fascism and the resultant Second World War.
After the two world wars, the international system changed to a bipolar system, known as the Cold War. The term bipolarity is applied to a political system in which two powers of roughly equal strength act as a check upon the power of their opponent. The international system, under bipolarity, a superpower acts as a security guarantor for weaker states. To exemplify, in a nuclear age, the stability of a bipolar system rests upon the concept of mutually assured destruction, MAD. MAD is built upon the assumption that the potential devastation of a nuclear war guarantees that neither side will launch a first strike. During the Cold War, both superpowers claimed to possess nuclear weapons solely to act as a deterrent. As a result of an arms race, both sides accumulate a level of nuclear armament that will have lived to complete annihilation if either power declared war on the other, thereby deterring direct conflict.
After the Cold War, the international system changed to an unipolar system. In an unipolar system, there is a single state class as a superpower. In a system based upon unipolarity, the hegemonic state has the capacity to act as the unofficial world's policeman. In doing so, the hegemon maintains order within the inherently anarchic international system of states. A superpower will invariably be limited by its own national interests, its capacity to mobilize resources, domestic politics, and a historical tendency to overreach. To illustrate this point, the willingness of a hegemonic power to act as the world's policeman by military intervention can oscillate considerably. Since the war on terror was launched in 2001, the USA has repeatedly engaged in military action. However, it has also chosen not to intervene despite the capacity to take swift and decisive action, as in the early case of Rwanda in 1994. This reflects a conflicting tradition within the states between engagement and isolation, and these forces continue to shape contemporary American foreign policy.
Now, we must understand that these hegemonies, like other social-political phenomena, have a determining time, which in this case, develop in phases where they first emerge, then they unfold, live and enjoy a peak, to later have a decline and extinction. The discipline of international relations has the task of studying these type of phenomena that occur in the global sphere to understand how our world works, where there are changing hierarchical structure, where the role of state and other actors such as companies, non-governmental organizations and civil society play a role in this scenario that changes over time, and thus be able to provide a critical analysis.